Have your hair been breaking lately? Have you been seeing a lot of shedding and all of that, and you have no clue as to what may be the cause? Alright, so today I want to share with you 15 reasons why your hair might be breaking. So I'll be doing another video and I'll be sharing with you how to fix it. Alright, so ready? Let's get started. Okay, so the first reason on my list as to why your hair is breaking is because it lacks moisture. Let that sink in. I want you to understand that moisture is very, very important where hair care is concerned. It's very crucial. It's if you desire long, thick, healthy hair, it is a need, right? So you have to make sure that your hair is moisturized. So one of the reasons why your hair is breaking may be because it's dry and it does not have the amount of moisture that it needs. All right. The second reason is because you are using the wrong products. Let that sink in. The wrong products. You are a product junkie. You've been every product on the market. You're chasing it. You're running after it. And it may not be the ideal product for you. I've had my experience. I've shared with those persons who have been following me for a while how a particular product broke my hair off. Like I had several inches of hair went in a matter of days because of using this product. And I was so excited about the product because my sisters were using it and they were getting results. I was like, hey, I need to try this. But it didn't work out for me. So it may be why your hair is breaking. It could be because of a product that you're using. So as I said, I will be sharing with you the solutions in another video. So this video is solely focused on reasons why your hair is breaking. So let's jump to the next reason. The next reason is inappropriate combing technique. So you're using the wrong combing techniques or the wrong styling techniques. So whenever you're detangling your hair, it is important that you have a moisturizer, something to moisten your hair, or you have some water. I don't leave out my spray bottle with water. I can understand those persons who do suffer from, well, it's not suffer because shrinkage is good. But those persons who do have a lot of shrinkage, they may be fearful of trying to use the water or use a moisturizer, but it's always safer to do that because when you're combing your hair, if you're combing the hair and detangling it without moisturizing it, that's a problem. And also in terms of the combing technique, additional to the combing technique, you may be combing your hair from the root to the end, and that won't work, especially with my hair. Oh my gosh, since it started growing, it takes a longer time to detangle, and I have to make sure that I detangle carefully from the ends to the root. And one can understand this. Most times the new growth is at the root. So if you don't detangle it right and you just start from the root and pull to the end, girl, you're gonna lose a lot of hair. So that could be one of the reasons why your hair is breaking. So you're using inappropriate combing technique. Moving on to our next tip. Alright, so our next tip, scrunchies. Yes, scrunchies. So there are several scrunchies on the market, but you have to know which one is best for you, and we will discuss that in our next video. But scrunchies can be the reason why your hair is breaking a lot. If you use a scrunchie to do certain styles like bunning your hair, that you have to use multiple scrunchies. Well, for those of you who have short hair and you may require like multiple scrunchies, the hair can become tangled within the scrunchies. Have you ever taken off your scrunchie and you realize that there's a lot of hair wrapped around it? It's because it's not the ideal scrunchie for you. So I'll tell you in the next video what to use for that. So all these things that I'm highlighting, I'll tell you the practical solutions in the next video. All right, so it may be that you're using the wrong scrunchie for your hair, so check on that. So satin scrunchies are highly recommended. If the scrunchie has a lot of groove and areas for your hair to become stuck in, those scrunchies are not good for your hair, right? So that may be a reason why you're having a lot of breakage. Can I tell you that your shower cap may be a reason as well, similarly to the scrunchie. So the shower cap has elastic band around it, the area that you put on your head. So depending on the type, your hair might actually become stuck in that, and it can cause your hair to rip out. Don't believe me? Do your research and see. Another reason why your hair might be breaking is because you have protein overload. So what is protein overload? That's when your hair becomes overloaded with protein. So it has too much protein than is required or than is needed, right? And you can have protein overload when you use certain products that are rich in protein and you use too much in your hair. And you know that, well, some of you may not know, but when you have too much protein in the hair strands become tough and they will snap in a jiffy, right? So it basically creates the environment for breakage. So too much protein in your hair may be the reason why your hair is breaking so much. Okay, so your diet may be one of the reasons why you are experiencing hair falls or hair breakage. So you are required, or you're supposed to be eating balanced diet with your vegetables, fruits, and protein in small portions, in the correct proportion rather. And so if your diet lacks vitamins and minerals such as riboflavin, biotin, and vitamin B12, these can increase your risk for hair breakage. So if you lack these vitamins and minerals in your diet, you can have breakage. Another reason why your hair may be falling out like crazy is because you're stressed. Yep. How many of you can relate to that? Some persons I know that when you're extremely stressed, they tend to have a lot of hair loss. So during high peak season at work, when they're under pressure, their hair just start falling out. Their hair just start breaking. So stress could be a reason why your hair is breaking so rapidly. So take the time out, relax a bit, and take it easy. All right, take a break if you have to. All right, so for this reason, a lot of you are used to this reason. So growing up, we always hear about using towel to dry our hair. Our moms did it, right? So we think it's okay. Our grandmoms did it, so we think it's okay. But it's actually a bad practice, and let me tell you why. So remember that your towel has different fibers, and you have fibers that are sticking out, right? So it's not smooth, it's ruggedy. And when you dry your hair and your hair is coily, curly, or even if it's straight, and when you use it to dry your hair, it wraps around the fiber on the towel, and when you pull on it, so you're drying like this, and then you're trying to take the towel from your hair. I don't know why the street is so busy today, disturbing my video. So anyway, so when you're trying to take the towel from the head, from the hair, it becomes stuck. It can become stuck and the hair can actually wrap around it. So this actually causes breakage. It may not be a rapid thing, but over time, especially if you wash your hair very regularly, like every day and so, and you use this towel, you'll have breakage over time. I stick to my t-shirts. So cotton t-shirts, I use those to dry my hair. Okay, another thing. I stress this ever so often in my videos. Trim your nails. Trim them. You know, they can be such a hindrance, on your hair care journey. If you have broken nails and you're styling your hair, you're combing your hair, you will realize that that nail, that hair strand or hair strands become stuck under the nail. And when you pull away your hand without realizing that your hair strand is stuck under the nail, you actually cause breakage. So ensure that your nails are trimmed when you are styling your hair because it increases the risk for hair breakage. Right, here's another reason why your hair might be breaking. You are over washing your hair. Yes, there's such a thing. I know some people will call persons who don't wash their hair regularly nasty, but say what you want. But over washing your hair, washing your hair every single day can cause your hair to break. So this is how it happens. When you wash your hair, the shampoo tends to dry it out. And even though you use conditioner over time, your scalp become dry, your hair lacks moisture, and that little moisture that you put in your hair, your scalp might absorb some of it, and your hair doesn't get much. And so your hair becomes so dry over time because of the constant washing, and it just start breaking because it's not retaining that moisture. You're just always washing it. And especially if you're not re-moisturizing your hair, if you're not adding back the moisture in your hair. So prolonged washing every day can break your hair. Squeaky clean. You ever feel your hair like it's so squeaky clean and just feel crispy? Having your hair in that state all the time, it can cause breakage. So washing your hair every single day, it can be a problem. Alright? So you may want to try 3 months. Like I did. I went up as far as 4 months without washing my hair. And I feel fine. Unless if you're active, if you go to the gym and stuff, then you definitely have to wash it more frequently. But anywho, that's for the other video. We'll talk some more. You may realize that you have hair breakage because you may have eating disorders. So eating disorders such as anemia, did I say anemia? Anorexia, bulimia, eating disorders that tend to cause conditions such as anemia and cause dehydration and cause you to become malnourished. Those conditions actually can result in hair breakage because your body is not getting the nutrients that it's supposed to get because it's constantly getting rid of it. You're trying to get rid of it. So the food you eat, you're trying to bring it up. That can be a reason why your hair is breaking. So these conditions are actually linked to hair loss and hair breakage. Another reason is your hairstyling technique. So you're styling your hair wrong, sis. So this can actually cause your hair to break. So protective styles that people say they're doing, and I see this new style, I don't remember what it's called, but they like braid the hair and then they stick out certain strands. Somebody can actually comment in the comment section if they know the hairstyle that I'm talking. It's pretty new, trending as well. So a lot of persons are jumping to that hair, and I see breakage written all over it. So I'll say stay away from hairstyle like those. So hairstyles that pull on your scalp, hairstyles that require you to be, wrapping your hair too often and tying your hair. No, stay away from those type of hairstyles. Bunning is fine, braiding is fine as long as you know how to remove them safely. So some persons, they'll just detangle their hair when it's dry, as in say you braid your hair and you're removing the braids and your hair is dry. That's a recipe for breakage. That's a recipe for disaster. So always ensure that you moisturize your hair. So based on the styling, the various styles that you put in your hair, it can increase your risk for hair breakage. Right? Have you ever seen some persons that do very tiny braids, plait, tiny plait, and when they're pulling it out, you just see the ends then coming off. That's crazy. Recipe for disaster. Don't do that style or those styles if you don't have the help and you don't have the energy and the time and the materials to assist you with detangling your hair after you've worn that style. All right, so another reason is because you are using the wrong product. Yes, you're using the wrong product. The wrong product, in the sense that you are expecting oil to moisturize your hair, and oil really doesn't moisturize your hair. It helps to trap the moisture. So if you're expecting the oil or an oil-based product to moisturize your hair, then you're gonna have breakage. If you're not using any moisturizer and you're expecting the oil to actually moisturize. So using the wrong product, maybe using an oil when you should be using a moisturizer, when you should be using a leave-in conditioner, right? So I want you to check on those. And the last reason on my list is that you may suffer from a condition called hypothyroidism. And what hypothyroidism is, it's having an underactive thyroid. So your thyroid glands helps to produce various hormones that is essential for your body's functioning, right? And so if your thyroid glands are underactive, it can increase your chances for hair breakage, right? And we will dig more into that. So that's that on my list for today. 15 reasons why your hair may be breaking. So I want you to comment down below, share with me your experiences, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it was helpful. Hope it shed some light, even though I did not offer many solutions, but I will be sharing the solutions in my next video in part 2. All right, so see you soon. Bye.